My name is Isaac Harlow, and I record these words from Hollywood, California, to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the School of Art, Design and Media at NTU in Singapore. In 2005, I was invited by NTU, which at the time was an institution focused exclusively on the sciences and engineering. The challenge was to create the first professional school of art, design, and media in the country. It's hard to believe now, but at the time, none of the universities in Singapore offered degree programs in the creative professions. But the country wanted to grow the creative industries, especially movies and games. And for that, it was essential to have a world-class art school. So I accepted the challenge and became the founding dean of ADM. And I have many wonderful memories from those years. Creating a new modern art, design, and media school from scratch posed many challenges. Because art wasn't really a major part of the tradition or the environment in Singapore at the time. A new curriculum, a new way of looking at the world. There were very few local examples to follow, and as a school, we were a bit isolated. My main jobs at the time were to find and recruit a large number of experienced practicing professionals interested in teaching, and also to build bridges between those innovators and the establishment. Interdisciplinary collaboration was one of our main goals. For the experiment to work, I had to convince everyone, the new faculty and the administration, that this dream was a possible dream. The students didn't need any convincing. They were super excited to be there. We were by far the best choice. It was the first time that personal expression was encouraged in higher education, boundless exploration, and that posed a lot of first-time challenges. The first year drawing classes, for example, created a small scandal because we used live nude models. That was a first for Singapore. Parents were not used to having their kids draw naked people in art school. Today, ADM is a reality, no longer a dream. I hope that the new generations of students and faculty continue their learning and teaching with greater enthusiasm and creativity.
Dear colleagues, being invited to share this moment with you feels like coming home. ADM has always been close to my heart. I'm Suresh Sethi, and while now I teach at the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, some of my most cherished years were at ADM, where I was a founding professor and had the privilege of serving as an associate chair and later as the interim chair. I still remember my very first day at NTU. Back then, this place was just a quiet, wooded valley. And then, almost like magic, the ADM building rose, with that incredible sweeping green roof that became such a symbol of the school. The building was stunning, but its true beauty was found in the people inside it, the students, faculty, and staff, whose energy, creativity, and laughter filled every corner. Those early days felt like being part of a family. We experimented, made mistakes, learned, and slowly figured out what ADM was meant to be. Every success, no matter how small, felt precious because it came from genuine love for what we were doing. I treasure many memories, but one that stays with me the most is our very first convocation. Watching students walk across that stage with grace and accomplishment, seeing the pure joy on their faces, and noticing the quiet, deep pride in my colleagues' eyes That moment filled my heart and reminded me why we do this work. Those were the years when we celebrated each step forward together, laying down the foundation for something that would continue to grow far beyond us. What we built then wasn't just a school or a program, it was the spirit of the community and possibility. Now, 20 years later, I look at ADM and I'm amazed. It's grown into such a vibrant place, bursting with imagination, resilience, and creativity. And my deepest wish is that it always stays this special place where creativity flourishes, curiosity is celebrated, and every person who walks through its door feels empowered to step into the world and make it brighter, kinder, and more beautiful. So here's to all of you and to ADM. May you continue to inspire wonder, spark innovation, and nurture the dreams of generations to come. Thank you for letting me be a part of your extraordinary story.
Aloha, everyone. My name is Vibeke Sorensen. I had the honor of serving as chair of ADM for 10 years, from 2009 to 2019, and as professor until 2021. When I arrived, ADM was just 4 years old and unranked, but by 2019, we'd reached number 30 on the planet in the QS World University rankings in art and design, just one spot below the Yale School of Art. Faculty had received many prizes, our galleries were vibrant, our film and animation programs were recognized year after year as the best in Singapore, FYP shows were standing room only, and every one of our tenure-track faculty members had received one or more major research grants. With graduate employment nearly 100%, we helped build the arts and design ecosystem of Singapore. It was a time of blossoming of beauty and imagination. ADM emerged as a truly Singaporean school on the world stage, with more than 25 countries represented. The success was due to our team effort and emphasis on a collective vision. Everyone was asked to collaborate, bringing their best ideas and efforts to making a shared dream into a reality. My door was always open to listen, support, and help solve problems on the way to realizing these dreams. We welcome senior renowned scholars and creatives from around the world. Dr. Gerald O'Grady helped us propose Asia's very first PhD program in the arts, which opened in 2012. Other milestones included transforming our original 6 undergraduate tracks into 2 visionary interdisciplinary BFA programs in design art and media art. It was a true collaboration of faculty. I often said, as chair, that I prefer consensus in decision making. But if that doesn't work, we will have a democratic vote. And if that doesn't work either, I will decide. I was delighted that the new curriculum was arrived at by consensus. In addition, I proposed the creation of the Center for Contemporary Art as the fine art branch of the school, modeled after European academies that integrate apprenticeship, research, exhibition, and community. Working with the associate chairs, Professors Piers Hatik and Michael Walsh, and Ms. Tan Sien Ting and Mr. Lim Peng Yu, we secured major support from the EDB and collaborated with the Guggenheim Museum in New York to mount our first exhibition. Later, we brought in the CCA director and launched the MA in Museum Studies and Curatorial Practices, which was the first in Southeast Asia. We built many partnerships across NTU and internationally, like the Global Innovation Design Program with the Royal College of Art and Imperial College London. It was a really exciting time, and our school simply flourished. And of course, behind all this were our remarkable colleagues. It's such a long list, and I'm really sorry I cannot mention everyone now. But I especially want to mention Ms. Ollie Ting, my PA, who was with me every single day. When I arrived, she said, "In Singapore, you cannot say no." Or as I quickly learned, cannot. Happily, I said can as often as I could. Congratulations on 20 extraordinary years. I wish ADM even more joy, growth, and harmony in the decades ahead. And if there's anything I can do to support you, I'd be absolutely thrilled. Happy 20th birthday, ADM!
Happy birthday, ADM. Happy 20th birthday. You've certainly achieved a lot more in your first 20 years than I achieved in mine. Actually, when I think about it, I liked being 20. It's a good age. You're old enough to be respected as a young adult, and you're young enough still to have loads of energy and ideas and creativity and perhaps even a little bit of mischievousness. Those are all pretty vital ingredients in a good school of art and design. So, as you think back over your 20 years, give yourself a pat on the back. All of the ADM team, faculty, students, the administrative team, everybody that has helped to make ADM the special place that it is today, and quite frankly, that has been changing the world to be a slightly better place every day for 20 years. I suppose now we must turn our attention to the next 20 years. So maybe I'll come back in 2045 and see how you're all getting along. But for tonight, it's your birthday, so let's give you a message that simply says, congratulations. We're so proud of you. Stay young and don't change too much. We like you just the way you are. Happy birthday, ADM.